Hello everyone, this is Jimmy Singh, broker, owner of Supermax Realty, 647-961-2639. Welcome to my channel, Real Estate Edge with Jimmy Singh. Friends, today I like to talk about the most productive habits of super successful real estate agents and what are the things you have to do to be very efficient in your business. So you have to focus your energy and time on income producing activities, and you have to reduce non-income producing activities. And roughly the ratio of your daily schedule should be 80-20, meaning 80% of your time is to generate your income. 20% time you should be doing administration work. So for example, going and meeting your seller for an evaluation, talking to the buyer, taking them to builders model home is called income producing activities. Lead generation, prospecting, talking to potential homeowners, this is income producing activities. Also, you have to improve your skill set, your mindset. What do you talk to your customer if they have any query or they have any objection? You need to know what kind of dialogues you have in mind that will dictate your success rate. So you need to find a mentor in your office or a coach who you can role play with so you can become best at it. Lead follow-up is very, very critical. Then you have to, when customer called you, you have to know what pre-qualifying questions you have to ask him, how to set up appointment, and how to go about showing presentation, because you can't wing it. So every time somebody calls you, you need to know prior if they have any objection, what are the, how you're going to handle it. You can't keep changing. So these things are very important. And then other income producing activities can be you submitting your offer, negotiation, or previewing properties for your customers. Unproductive activities can be setting up your showing, appointments, working admin work for your files, sending flyers, mail outs, or sitting around computer just graphic designing. These are not income producing activities. As soon as an agent you start making six-figure income, you have to delegate a lot of these things to somebody who can take over all this admin work, so you can just focus on talking to people and showing properties. Some people feel they can go to office and have an office meeting. Yes, office meetings are critical, but just going to office just to have a tea, coffee, or eating samosas, or going with company caravans just to see other properties, they are not very productive. So when you go in an office meeting or you're meeting somebody, ask yourself, why are you there? What is there for you to learn? And another thing is, when you respond to a query, if it's an unqualified, unmotivated person or a lead, you throw that in a garbage. It's not worth it. You waste your time. You rather take time, sit with your family, enjoy your day, have work-life balance, then start chasing people who are not motivated, and then it's going to be waste of time. And I have seen the other biggest mistake lot of new agents make. They spend lot of money and time on lead generation. They run Facebook ads, they buy leads. Some leads can be expensive. I have seen some big companies based out of states, they sell you leads at $30-$40. So if you're not willing to follow up and be relentless and go after them, it's waste of your money. So you have to as a businessman make a decision, what part of money is worthwhile for you to spend on those quality of leads. Honestly, the quality of leads is very poor, and out of 100 leads, your success, if you're really good, might be 1 in 100. So they claim that 10% leads you can close, but that's a very high ratio. So if you don't have a skill set, you will end up just throwing your money and paying to those search engines or social media channels. So your daily schedule, friends, should have these 4 activities. Number 1, prospecting, getting new business in the pipeline. Second, lead follow-up and talking to your potential customers so they know that you're looking out for them, looking good deals for them. Third thing is, in the afternoon when your energy level is low, you should be doing admin work, sending paperwork to your office. And in the evening, you should be booking showings for your appointments. So your schedule should look like: in the morning, wake up early, 7 to 9. When your energy level is really high, you look at your production goals for the year, how much income you want, you break it down, weekly, daily goals. Do some kind of meditation, because our brain is very critical for our success. Go work out, go for a walk. After breakfast, 10 to 12, talk to your prospect, do lead generation and follow up, because mostly people are home, and in the evening they might have kids games, they are doing shopping. So morning is a good time. And after lunchtime, you can set up your appointments for the day, send email to your potential customers, look out for new listings. 3 to 4, do admin work, what is necessary. And once you have an admin person, you can pass along and train them. And 5 to 8, you will be doing again appointments. If you have nothing to do, just go meet your neighbors. If there's a just listed, just sold on any street, go talk to 5 to 10 people around the listing. That will be more productive of your time. You need to have, friends, discipline, and you need to develop the skill set and habits to be a successful business owner. So if you're coming from a different line of work, previously you were in a job, don't think I'm boss in this business, because there's nobody to push you every morning. So you have to be self-motivated, and you have to be very focused and disciplined to be super successful. Because in our business, there's 80% turnover rate. And another thing you have to understand is, you have to talk to people, your past customers, sphere of influence. Those things are very, very important, because top of the mind of the customer is very critical, and knowledge is the key. The other thing you have to understand is, our mind is very, very powerful. Let's say, for example, you're looking to buy a car. Let's say you're looking to buy a Mercedes. When you go look for a Mercedes in a dealership, when you come back home, all you see on the roads are all the Mercedes car. If you're looking to buy a Honda or Toyota, the day you want to buy, that couple of days, your mind reticular activating system, it just focus and narrow down and filters everything. So all you need is those brand of cars. If your wife is pregnant, if you guys are pregnant, those days all you see is people around you are all pregnant. That's the way mind works, and that's the way you attract people towards you. So daily confidence boosting activities you have to do every day. Do one thing you are scared of and get better each day. Improve yourself 1% each day. By the end of the year, you will be very, very successful. Talk positive affirmations, have a vision board, have a positive attitude, because attitudes determine your altitude in life. So if you have a lousy attitude, your actions will be lousy, and hence the results will be lousy as well. Build good relationship, honest relationship with your friends, customers, and ask everyone of the business and help them. Again, I can't reinforce, lead follow-up is very, very important. 80% of your transactions or deals will come out of lead follow-up. Just because some client one time said no, You can't, just, stop right there. You are not selling a $5 pizza. The customer are looking to put their life savings on the line, and moving is very emotional. So you have to be patient and kind to the customers and try to understand their point of view. Always have abundance mentality. What kind of movie you play in your mind, that will dictate your success. Are you playing abundance movie, or are you playing a lack and miserable kind of movie all day long? What kind of social media content you put in the mind? Are you putting gossip, watching news, negativity, or you're following successful people in the life or your role models? Control your schedule. Design your business plan a day ahead. If in the morning you start wondering, what do I do in the day is already lost. You have to plan day ahead, one day prior in the night or evening. If I have to plan my day tomorrow, friends, I will sit a night prior, write top 10 goals and focus on top 5 things which I want to achieve. The things which are not important, I am okay to let them go. Train harder, have a coach or a mentor to improve your skill set and confidence. Second last, take massive action. Get over your fears. Develop self-discipline, and every day try to learn a new skill or read a new book. Another important thing, friends, to improve consistently is to do one thing you don't feel like doing. And every year try to increase your income 20% and try to cut your expenses 15 to 20% to grow your business. Doesn't matter how small your success is, take 5 times the action so you feel motivated. And have a vision board. If you want to buy some kind of car or want to live in certain kind of home, let's say your dream home is Maserati. Why don't this week you book a drive with a dealership, tell them you want to come for a test drive your dream car, Maserati, BMW, Mercedes. Doesn't matter. Right now you're sitting without any car. Sky is the limit. So you have to do that. If you feel your house, dream house, is a farm land and there's a castle in the middle, or it's a $5 million mansion, book an appointment as an agent today. Go sit there, feel how would you feel in your mind. Use your all senses, sense of touch, smell, and play a movie in your mind. How would it feel like you swim in the backyard? How would it feel like your wife cooking nice meals for you in the kitchen, your kids running around? Those kind of movies. Drive your dream car, go for a test drive. Those memories, take your wife on a vacation, play all those movies in your mind so you can bounce back whatever challenges life throw at you. Know your numbers. Have a business plan. You can't wing it. You should know 1 in 4 deals work out. So if you're meeting 4 people in a week, only 1 might work out if you have a good skill set. If you're doing 10 home evaluations for a customer, if you're good, you might work out 5 to 7, right? It's okay. Failure is part of success. Role play, develop good skill set, get a good mentor. And if you're a new agent anywhere in Greater Toronto area, looking to join a brokerage, want a mentorship, coaching, give me a call. I'm committed to your success, friends. I've been helping my clients with real estate needs for the last 15 years. If you're a new agent or a past experienced agent struggling in your career, want to break the ceiling, give me a call. 647-961-2639. To your success, this is Jimmy Singh, broker owner, Supermax Realty. Talk to you soon. God bless.